Today on Eagle Nation News, emergency drills such as fire drills and lockdown drills are very common during the school year. But why is it important to be serious during these drills? Two 18-wheelers crashed into each other in DeSoto yesterday. What common sandwich ingredient was one of the trucks full of?
And finally, Mario Kart hit the console in 2006. But what game will be coming to the smaller screen very soon? What can we expect?
Eagle Nation News starts
right now.
Good afternoon, Eagle Nation. Today's September 25th. I'm Grant Johnson.
And I'm Julia Bizayan.
So I know that we've been having a lot of emergency drills lately, and many people are wondering why those are even important.
Yeah, with the increase in school violence numbers, it's super important to take those drills seriously so that you can be prepared in an actual event.
Yep. Cameron Silva had the opportunity to sit down with Mr. Behringer to learn the importance of these events. Take a look.
You've heard the expression, you've participated in the drills. You may have even thought to yourself at one point or another, why have so many of these drills in the first place? Well, we will have the answer to that for you coming up. There are two main types of security lockdowns that the school participates in, lockout and lockdown.
Prosper ISD, we use what we call the standard response protocol. We can do lockdown, we can do lockout, we can do hold in place, evacuate, and shelter in place. If students and faculty don't follow those rules, and let's say there is a major situation and police are arriving on campus and other emergency responders, they don't have necessarily immediate intelligence about the situation. And so they see a student or a teacher in the hallway who's not locked down when we're supposed to be in lockdown. They're going to have to stop and ascertain whether or not that person's a threat. And that may prevent them from doing their job elsewhere in the building.
While it can be easy to think that you will never be put in a dangerous situation during school hours, the fact is, violent crimes happen on an American campus every single day. According to the CDC, nearly 3 million violent crimes happen on an American campus, which is equivalent to 1 every 6 seconds somewhere in the United States. So, the next time you hear locks, lights, out of sight, you may want to consider taking the situation a little more seriously. I'm Cameron Silva reporting for Eagle Nation News. Prosper.
NASA says that the Lunar Receiving Laboratory at the Johnson Space Center in Houston will likely be torn down. This is the building where Apollo 11 astronauts Neil Armstrong and his colleagues emerged from quarantine after their 1969 moon mission. This building was designed to isolate the astronauts and rock samples until it was clear that they didn't have any diseases. The building hasn't been used for over 2 years, and a replacement building will house artifacts from the original lab.
Collin, Parker, Rockwell, and Ellis counties are currently experiencing a 911 outage. Each county has advised their residents and has posted alternatives such as calling the police department's direct line or calling a surrounding city services to manage emergencies during the restoration process. As of right now, there's no estimate as to when the 911 line will be fixed.
Several lanes of I-35 were shut down Tuesday evening after an 18-wheeler driven by a drunk driver crashed into another 18-wheeler that was broke down on the side of the road. The driver of the 18-wheeler did receive a DWI, and it was later revealed that the 18-wheeler that was hit was full of peanut butter. The driver of the truck full of peanut butter only suffered minor injuries. So I know that firefighters have hard jobs as it is, but I can only imagine them having to clean up the parts of that truck, and then on top of that, all the peanut butter that went all over the road.
Yeah, for sure. Plus, now whatever store was supposed to be receiving that peanut butter is going to have a shortage.
Yep. I'm just glad that everybody was safe in that accident.
Yep. Now here in studio with your fast forecast is Lauren Womack.
Thank you, Julia. Today's temperature is 82 degrees outside, but the real feel temperature is 91. So much cooler than the Texas heat that we are used to. The wind is blowing at 10 miles per hour, so it will feel cooler than the real feel says. It is also partly cloudy outside. Looking forward to the rest of the week, it will be partly sunny with a high of the lower 90s for Thursday and Friday. So make sure you are at the game Friday night in the community pepper light that starts right before. On to the weekend, we will be seeing some thunderstorms, so if you plan on going to the opening of the State Fair, you might want to reschedule. With your fast forecast, I'm Lauren Womack. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Lauren. When we return, Abigail Smith is in studio discussing a recent release on the App Store.
Stay tuned. Now Abigail Smith is here in studio with your Talent Talk, sponsored by Corbridge Orthodontics.
As of today, Mario Kart Tour is officially available for download on most iOS and Android devices. Mario Kart first launched on the Super Nintendo video game console and then gained its popularity in 2006 when it launched on the Wii. And eventually the game developers decided to bring it to a mobile platform. The game is free to play and allows users to race through different tracks, unlock upgrades, and compete against their friends. Be sure to head over to our Twitter to share your thoughts on the launch of this new game. Well, that's all the time I have for you today. Back to you guys at the desk.
Well, I don't know if you guys have, and I'm not sure if you have, but I downloaded this app just a couple hours ago, and it has been super fun to play. What do you think?
That's awesome. Well, I actually downloaded it this morning as well, and whenever I logged on, it seemed a little bit slow and glitchy, which I totally expect that from an app that's this new.
Yeah, especially seeing as it was released just this morning. Well, now we send it over to Michael Vandershoop with a recap from this week's tennis match.
Thank you, Julia. Our tennis team competed against Allen yesterday, and unfortunately, the game did not end well for them as they took a devastating 18-1 loss. This loss gives them a 5-4 overall record and a 4-3 district record on the season, so they will have to battle hard in their season finale against Plano Senior High if they want to have any shot in the playoffs. This game will be played on Friday at home at 4 p.m., so if you haven't gotten the opportunity to see our tennis team play this season, this could be the last time they play, so please go show your support for our tennis program as they give it all they've got to the district quarterfinals and beyond. If you want to hear more sports like this, tune in to Eagle Nation News for daily updates. Now for the announcements.
Be a part of Prosper ISD history and come sign your name or provide an encouraging note on a beam that will be used in the construction of Rock Hill High School. The Sign the Beam event is open to all Prosper ISD students, staff, and parents and takes place at the Children's Health Stadium on Friday, October 4th from 6 to 8 p.m. Food trucks, bounce houses, snow cones, and Rock Hill spirit items will be available on site.
That's all the time we have for you today. For Eagle Nation News, I'm Julia Bizion.
And I'm Grant Johnson. Live long and prosper.